I have a little debate here that's been sparked by a bride in Australia. Back in July, she sent out a message saying, hey, we got a wedding coming up. The wedding coming up right about now. In July, one of her friends said, yeah, I'll be there. Fast forward to the last week or so, getting real close to the wedding. The friend reaches out. Actually, I know I RSVP'd, but we can't afford to travel to the wedding at the moment. I hope you understand. We would have loved to be there. Canceling with about a week to go before the wedding. Now, this bride is trying to charge this friend of hers a no-show fee because obviously everything for the wedding already prepared, planned. This lady RSVP'd. So she's trying to charge her a no-show fee of what would equate to over $1,000 American dollars.
$1,000 for what?
For, I guess, the food, maybe the accommodations, maybe that was blocked in.
That's a wild amount to charge somebody.
It could have been 2 people, maybe more. This is a family. I don't know.
A family of 17?
She says, this is the bride. I'm scrambling to cover their seats. Otherwise, I guess she's going to try to find somebody else to fill in. Is the other opportunity. Get a fill-in friend that wasn't good enough to make it to the wedding, the first cut, but they might be able to come in and enjoy the wedding in a pinch. Otherwise, though, the bride says she's losing out on $2,000. Must be a pretty nice wedding.
I'm seeing that she said that up to 10 people canceled at the last minute.
Ooh, so she's going. Where was she having this wedding?
Well, I think that was the whole thing. She said, I'm out of $2,000 because 10 people aren't showing up.
10 people.
Which that adds up better.
There you go. So how much is she charging each individual?
I assume probably about $200, which that makes more sense.
Is that a good friend thing to do?
Oh, to charge them?
Yeah.
No, you can't charge these people. That's crazy.
They did RSVP, though.
But that doesn't matter. People cancel at every wedding. And it doesn't matter. She said she's out $2,000, like she's wasting $2,000.
Yeah.
But it was already budgeted in. But
she would have budgeted differently if she knew these people were going to not show up.
Would she have budgeted differently or invited other people? I don't know. I mean, it's how it goes for weddings. People are not going to show. They're going to RSVP people and not be able to go. Do you charge them for something they can't attend?
Uh-huh.
No, you can't do
Especially
that.
when one of them said, we can't afford to come to your
So
wedding.
then you're going to charge them? And I think this is how it works. If you're invited to a wedding that you RSVP to, you still get them a gift.
Yeah, right.
So they're still getting you a gift. They're paying their way. It'll probably end up being evening out some way.
Yeah, they'll probably take you next time you're in town. They take you out to a nice, get you dinner somewhere, repay you.
It stinks
in that way.
But it happens at every single wedding. There's no wedding that occurs where everybody that RSVP shows up. And so you're at $2,000. Guess what? Every single person that's had a wedding in the past 10 years has said, I'm out $1,000 or whatever it is because 5 people said they were going to show and didn't. My brother got married in July. There was like 9 people that RSVP'd that didn't show up. And that's just how it goes.
You also have to think, like, how are you going to actually charge these people and enforce this? They already know, I guess you're upset that they can't come and whatever. But if you said, what are you going to send them a Venmo request? That's easy. They can ignore it. You're not a debt collector.
Yeah.
It's not going to go on their credit score. They're just going to not pay you back. Are you really going to?
I like this one here from Grace. She said you can only charge your guests that don't show up if you're going to charge your guests that do show up.
Fair. That's a good, yep. I think you've solved it, Grace.
Everybody just pay your own way. Pay for your food then. Because you're not, yet again, you're not out $2,000. You were going to spend it on them anyway. It stinks that they can't come, but at the same time, cancellations are always going to happen.
Yep. And weddings, right? Isn't that one of the perks? You get the leftovers from the catering and stuff, as I understand it.
I'm sure you do. I mean, you pay for the food.
I would like to experience that one day.
Who knows? I don't know. I've never been married. But I would say, yeah, cancellations are just going to happen. Obviously, the late notice stinks because then you're trying to fill in with other people. And I understand that, but it is what it is at that point.
Yeah. I'd say don't send the bill.
Yeah, if you charge them, then you're just a bad friend. That's a wild thing to do.
8772 Radio U. What do you think?
If you like that video, there's a ton more. Go check out our past videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.